We are recording live from the show floor at Google Next. My name is Jesse Nowlin. I am from tabGeeks. I am your host, and we are going to have a whole bunch of other people here. I don't know if you can see, but we're having a little bit of a party, and I just set up a, impromptu filming because that's how we do it here. No, it's on this side. They're making faces at the other side of the camera. You're more than welcome to come around. My co-host right now, before anybody else sits down, is Charles Maxson. You may recognize from last year's After Dark. His beer is over there. We're not going to go that late tonight because, by God, I cannot be up until 4 a.m. editing like I did last time, and that was way too late. So we're using some lapel mics and wireless mics. Hopefully it picks up our voices over them telling us that it's time to leave and get the hell out of here because the show's closing and you have to go home. But anyway, Charles, real quick, who are you? What do you do? Why are you here? And yeah, give us an intro.
First of all, Jesse, great to be back with you at Next again. It seems like we just did this because it wasn't that long ago.
Wasn't it last week?
It felt like last week, but here we are again. So I'm a developer advocate. I work on Google Workspace and I help people kind of understand what you can do to build solutions with it. So I've been a guest before, obviously on your shows when you did the Workspace update.
Yeah.
And that was phenomenal. I love the work you did there. And we're being joined by Christian, apparently.
Yeah, Christian Newman is here. Hold the mic a little bit closer. I'm not sure that they're picking you up.
Absolutely.
Just given it's really loud in here.
It is kind of louder. Should I? All right.
And he's got his own lapel, so you can keep that one. Christian, why don't you give us a little bit of an intro? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks.
This is your,
I got my own, yeah.
You got your own?
Yeah,
This is your second or third appearance on my show?
Third?
Third. It is third now because we had the first one. You were our first ever guest.
Yes.
And then we did the end of year special working with a Workspace partner with you.
Yes.
If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's on the channel.
No, but we did one more.
We did one more?
Yeah, there was one more. I forget what it was.
I don't remember. All right. We lost count. You've been on here too many times. That's it.
Yeah.
Get out.
Okay, yeah.
No, just kidding. All right. Give a quick intro. You give a talk up there before. You can talk about that for a minute if you'd like.
Sure, yeah. So, well, if it's frequent listeners, they probably know who I am, but my name is Christian Newman. I'm CEO of Rise Digital. We're a Google Cloud partner based in Vancouver, Canada, focusing on Google Workspace, and we help customers achieve more. And I was here earlier giving a talk about a solution that we built for a customer that turned a paper-based process into a magical cloud solution using a little bit of AppSheet and AppScript wizardry. And it turned out to be a great solution for a company that has social purpose, and that makes us feel good. So,
Fantastic.
yeah. So, and I'm happy to be here because this is my first Next.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
This is like my 75th Next, even though they've only had several.
Yeah.
I've been to all the Nexts, and I don't know what to call it. Is it Nexus?
Nexuses? No. Google had the Nexus. They got rid of that. It's the Pixel now.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. And, I've been to so many. I literally made the survival's guide video of how to get to Google Next and how to survive and all the things you should know beforehand.
First thing, big news. It's a bigger event.
Bigger event. The Wi-Fi still sucks, by the way.
It's better than last year.
It is better. It is functional.
Doesn't
2 meg over 2 meg at certain times.
A couple things I've noticed just walking through, getting the vibe. Obviously, we were in Vegas, so it's a larger floor.
Oh my God,
There's more
yes.
space. There's more people.
Yep.
And the clientele, more jackets,
Yeah.
more
suits.
well-to-do looking, more executive level people.
Interesting.
But I mean, there's still a fair share of developers, but it seems to have gone a little upscale.
Yeah. Well, it's Vegas, so
Is that what it is? We're dressing.
Well, you know what? Here's what I think it is. Okay. Last year, to give you all some context, the last Google Next was 18,000 people. This Google Next is what? 30,000, 35,000?
Somewhere between 30 and 40. We don't
30
have
and 40.
numbers yet.
Oh, we don't know. We have no idea how many people actually
Well,
showed
somebody
up.
knows, but we don't.
Somebody does. Okay. We're not high enough on the totem pole to know how many people have actually shown up here. But the number that was originally was what, 80,000? But then no, we can't do that. But anyway, essentially, here's what I think it is I think that it's just all the new people who have never been here before, I don't know what to wear. So they showed up in suits and then went, oh shit, it's a tech conference. We totally are overdressed.
So maybe true. I think maybe there is a new brand of people. There's more people.
A lot of new people.
Like I said,
which is good. More people should come.
Well, I mean, there's more people interested.
Yes.
And so
Still more. Next year will be bigger.
I mean, so last year I got a session space where 60 people had seats. This year my room is 400 people.
Holy moly.
I'm not that much better. But there's more people interested in the topic, and it's refreshing. Oh, it's also sold out.
Very nice.
So folks are gonna have to figure out how to get in, and I'm both scared and excited at the same time.
Oh, you're gonna be great. The more you drink, the better you get. So just keep at it.
It's 11 in the morning. It's gonna be a reach.
This is Vegas, but no, I don't recommend it. No, that's going to be a good session. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Also, a little bit more context. What you're looking at right now is 3 of the possibly loudest Google Workspace focused people on social media. Myself on Twitter and YouTube, of course, and a little bit of LinkedIn. And Christian is a rock star on the LinkedIn side. And well, you're at Google, so you go wherever they send you.
I'm a little bit of LinkedIn these days. I left the other the bird thingy because
The hell site. I can say it. You don't.
There's that.
I love it. Tech Twitter is something special. If we could take all of Tech Twitter and just make it its own dedicated site, I would be there in a heartbeat.
There should be a spin-off, but I guess
right.
I go for the tech, and I do my best to ignore absolutely everything else.
Yeah. And you can't even it doesn't help if you keep to the hashtags because those are just loaded with. I was going through the Google Cloud Next hashtag today, and every 10th tweet was a crypto scam. I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. Here I am trying to have a good time with Google Cloud and nerd out, and there's crypto stuff. And I love crypto stuff a little bit, occasionally.
So Charles, you've got the unscripted thing fired back up too, don't you?
That's right.
We actually have. In fact, a few of my co-hosts are just beyond the camera here, but we started up totally unscripted again. We took a pause. And what we're trying to do now is, again, we have a unique format. We try to give information, insights, and a community feel around content that you can't find written elsewhere. So best practices, opinions, experiences, kind of the whole beyond the documentation type of thing. Yeah. And so we, first of all, would love to have more guests, so you guys to figure out what join us. Obviously, this is a developer edge, but the great thing about developer conversations is there's an entire platform in front of it. There's an entire way of actually enticing people in. It's always like, oh, it's all code. Well, first of all, no, it's not all code, right? We are a low code and no code platform. We also have an extensive marketplace where you can actually buy, not build. We also have, this evolving AI presence, both native and what you can build yourself with things like the Vertex API and include Gemini in your workflows with really not a lot of effort, which we're going to highlight in our session on Thursday. And so the whole thing is, it's probably, I don't want to sound trite or marketing here, it's an exciting new time to do things we couldn't do before, that it's almost re-energizing. And so I encourage people to tune in. I encourage people to play with it. I encourage people to kind of think outside the box, because it's not the workspace it was just even a couple of years ago.
Oh, for sure.
I'll pause and breathe for a second, but I just want to throw this question back at you guys. I watched the Workspace Gemini segments in the keynote today.
Which was amazing. Glad they included those on the big stage. Thank you.
What do you think? Oh, Apana was amazing.
A rock star. On fire.
Amazing. And the demos, Kristen with the taking of the document and asking a 90-page document is what I'm doing legit. I'm like, and that's the beauty. The content is in Workspace.
Right.
How can I imply all this phenomenal information we put in for years, whether it's a doc, whether it's a chat, whether it's in Drive, whether it's in Gmail? How can we do interesting things with your, pardon the term, shit, not somebody else's, right? So, and here's the great thing, and we're going to show, we don't train the models we're going to show in our session. We don't really jack up the prompts at all. It just is pretty easy to do this when you actually just see how you can do it. So it's an exciting future.
Where was there a question in there somewhere? I lost the question.
There was a question. I went mind blown. And I'm not just saying that, but what did you guys actually honestly think?
It's phenomenal stuff, and we've got clients with terabytes, petabytes of data that they're not harnessing right now because they simply don't have the time to look through it, to mine for those insights. Whereas if you have something like Gemini in the Google Workspace side panel that's able to use that information to help you solve problems that you're facing in your business today, that's amazing. And I thought that the demos were really, really powerful, and you could tell that they know what they were going to demonstrate, but these were not videos or mock-ups. You could see them making spelling typos in their prompts, and Gemini still was up to the...
Yeah, and I think that's new, right? In the past, I would have said as they go in, they show off this stuff, it'll be great when it works.
Yeah.
If it works.
Yeah.
And it mostly didn't until now. And I think that there's a threshold here that they have jumped over. There's some kind of an advancement here. Maybe it's Gemini 1.5. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But it clearly works now, and that's going to be a massive game changer. And the way that they showed, and this is, I think, was in one of the other sessions as well, the contextual awareness to be able to take a conversation from a video prompt. Oh no, I think this was in the keynote. A video prompt where they said, hey, I love this sweater that's in this video.
Yeah.
Where can I get it? So Gemini was watching the video, finding the sweater, pulling the sweater, searching the sweater, searching on Google for the sweater, then pulling up the store, and then also assisting you in buying it. And then, of course, in a perfect world, the store you're buying it from is using Gemini, and then you can interact directly, and then you have basically the robots just talking to each other, and I don't have to talk to anybody ever again, and all the things I want just come to my door magically, which is a wonderful place to be when it works.
But this is one of the things that is really going to set Gemini and Google Workspace apart, is because it has that native integrated access to your data.
Yeah.
You don't have to take that data and give it to some third party and give your money to some third party in the process in order to capitalize on it and able to use that to your advantage to solve real world business problems that you're facing today. It already can do that, right? And that's what's going to set Google Workspace apart. And that's what I think is, it's really important that Aparna and the rest of the team drove that piece of it home, because it's one thing to talk to an AI or a large language model in a chat and say, hey, I have this question, can you give me that answer? But it's a whole other thing to say, hey, I've highlighted, of the documents that I've highlighted in my Google Drive, can you kind of compare one to the other and tell me which requirements I'm in compliance with and which ones I'm not? That's something on a whole other.
Right. And I think that's something we've been working towards for years, right? This level of contextual awareness that really you can only get with an AI. Like there's no other way to do it. Yeah, fancy algorithms and stuff, but the system has to be able to read into all of this and say, oh yeah, I know where that is, or I can look and I can find it if you point me in the right direction, and then be able to instantly, and the speed that this happens at is mind-boggling. Like I can't imagine what they must be costing them in compute power just to do that. But that's always been the selling point of Workspace, right? Is that you've got everything in one place, and you have the ability to tap into all of that information, and that's
without
kind of
buying the
been
processing power yourself.
Right, without buying the processing power yourself, or paying for a million other add-ons, except they're about to be add-ons. So we'll get to that.
So I don't want to sound a little, I don't know, off the cuff here a little bit, but
Isn't that what we're doing? Off the cuff?
no. I don't understand in a world where you still may have documents on your local machine.
Well, no, you shouldn't. They should be in Drive.
No. There are competitors out there that still have people that have clients that still file save as.
Not if it were up to the competitors. I've installed their operating system a few times, and by a few I mean a few thousand, and every time I have to remember, no, don't say, and I'm talking about both operating system competitors in the operating system space, don't save to your cloud, I want to save to my cloud, to Google Cloud, to my Google Drive. Just go away with your stuff. I don't want to store it in your cloud drive or whatever it's called. So, in a perfect world, that's where we're going, but Google has been there from day one, and you have to embrace it. If you're not doing that today, you need to be either syncing or you need to be using it natively in the browser.
But the problem is, those legacy platforms, they're bogged down by that legacy.
And there's still people using them in that legacy way. I know firsthand because I got a lesson recently from my spouse who told me that she lost work because it was saved locally and someone removed it. I went,
Oh, no.
what century is your company working in? She worked for the government. I want to do a quick pivot.
Come on down. We are filming a live podcast.
Community works. Join us.
Join us.
I have a quick pivot I want to do. I want to get reactions.
Okay.
Vids.
Oh my God, how did they keep that a secret? You said that to me, I think, right?
Well, I knew it wasn't a secret, but
of course you knew. You're on the inside. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, it was a secret.
We have clients using
Why are we friends? No, I'm just kidding.
we have clients using it in alpha, they say.
What? Who? Where?
Who are these people?
And why am I not one of them?
Yeah.
Vids is the first new major product to come to the Google Workspace family in God, how long?
As long as I can remember.
Yes.
Literally, I mean, there's been some name changes, but I don't know, was Keep the last one? I don't even know. I mean, it's been a long time.
I think so. I mean, app sheets, but that was an acquisition that doesn't really count.
Kinda,
Sort of,
still,
kind of,
yes.
not really there.
Yep.
I don't think you can count that as a full-blown app. This is video creation democratized to those who don't know how to use Final Cut or any of the other video apps, and Adobe and whatnot, they're coming for you. Although I think there was a partnership with Canva. Did I hear that? Or did I imagine that?
I think you imagined that.
I might have imagined it.
I did not hear
so,
that.
Okay, so Canva and Adobe, they're coming for you. Well, I'll review the footage because I filmed the session. So I'll review that. I'll get back to you all on if there's actually a partnership with Canva or not. What were you going to say?
So, our good friend Brian Kim, who
Unfortunately, we ran out of time.
Just left a little while ago.
Yeah.
I saw him go at the door.
His first next, and he's a new champion innovator, so congrats.
But yes, he is. Congratulations, Brian. But he had a beloved Area 120 project that was all around constructing videos in
that's right.
segment by segment. And what was that called?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the other Area 120 product.
So it was
They're
about
throwing us out. Closing time. Let's keep going.
We just got evicted.
it was about how you could construct videos in small snippets, and the application will put it all together into a video for you, and it was a Gmail extension.
Was the original version of that where you could send a video response?
Was it called Send It? No.
No, I forget. Do you know?
I'll have to ask Brian. But when
We're wrapping up. Thank you.
when I first saw it, I thought I had flashbacks to that, and I thought, is this a reincarnation?
That's a really good point.
Eventually turned into.
Well, Mr. Insider, Mr. Googler.
I have no comment at this time.
God damn. That's it. You're off the podcast.
You can edit me out.
So the last thing I'm going to close with is they took some of my thunder away here. And there I am live tweeting away, or getting ready to live tweet away. By the way, I averaged.
I'm not forceful enough.
We're going. I promise. Last point. We're wrapping.
We got to wrap.
He is the boss, though. He's your boss, I think.
Yeah.
He's the community lead.
Oh boy. I was about to say that I was averaging approximately a tweet every 2 minutes during the keynote, and I literally I have a rash here. I don't know where that came from. Madly, carpal tunnel, madly tweeting away over there. But they not leaked. They on Google's blog post. All of the announcements from the entire conference this morning took away the delight and the thunder, and we got to talk to some people about that.
The news cycle.
Yeah, the markets and the times, and you know what? They can wait. Okay. Does Apple do that?
We'll give you that. We'll give you that feedback.
Okay, that's my feedback. My feedback for today. What's your feedback today?
Well,
Better Wi-Fi?
I purposely just didn't read them. Yeah, the Wi-Fi needs to be better. Oh my gosh.
As a Canadian,
yeah,
who doesn't have good cell service here, please fix the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't read the announcements. I kept the surprise for myself. I didn't want any spoilers, but the keynote was great.
Yeah.
Really happy with it. Can't wait to get into some of the other sessions tomorrow. There's so many that I'm looking forward to, and I'm just really happy that I chose this as my first next.
Well done. Welcome. This definitely is a game changer next. By the way, how cool was badge pickup at the airport? Did you guys do that?
You on LinkedIn told me to do it, and I did it.
You're welcome.
Do as I'm told for a change.
First time ever.
But I'd love to wrap and to say, all sincerity, we love what you guys do as champions, as innovators, helping folks really sort through all the stuff that we leave on our path, so to speak, and really help people understand the value. And we will, we'll do this again, and we look forward to day 2 and day 3 from you, Jesse and Christian, and just keep bringing it. We really appreciate it. It helps sift through the all the noise to get to the facts.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming, and subscribe if you haven't. I've got 2 more videos. One's a vlog, one's best of workspace, and God knows I've got enough footage. I'll probably make 3 more by the time I'm done here. Christian, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Welcome. And you're always here. So we'll see you again soon.
Cheers, then.
We're being thrown out.
Party's over.